The new tax overhaul signed into law by President Donald Trump last week will affect every one of us. From small businesses to tax deductions and divorces, there are plenty of changes to be aware of.
No kidding. And here to discuss and to sort of sort it out for us is family law attorney Christopher Melcher. Christopher, great to see you.
Thank you.
Happy belated holidays. So talk about this tax plan and what does it accomplish?
Well, the more that I'm studying and I'm seeing there's wide range impact of this, almost everyone's going to see a reduction in their tax bill next year. So that's come as sort of a surprise. We thought it was going to trend more towards the very wealthy, but I think everyone's going to see some type of reduction, maybe for an average household, $800 or $900 a year.
Okay, well, even in California, because I keep hearing that Californians may not benefit as much as others.
Correct. We get hit a little bit hard because we lose their right to deduct all of the state income taxes that we pay and the county taxes that we pay on the houses. Those are going to be limited to $10,000 a year. So we don't fare as better as other states, but still they're predicting about $800 or $900 a year for an average household in tax savings.
Wow. So who's going to end up paying more with this new tax bill?
So I think people that end up possibly paying more are the ones in these high state taxes, states like California and New York that don't have the benefits of some of these other deductions that they're getting for small businesses, for example. So there may be a few people who end up paying more, but the more that I'm studying it, that I'm seeing that most people will get a benefit out of this.
Okay, what about alimony deduction? Is there a change in that?
There is. In about 2 years from now, that deduction is going to go away, and it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for people who are getting a divorce because there's not a tax subsidy to the alimony payment. So there's a little bit less money to pay and support, and starting in 2019 for new orders.
Wow. Okay.
So that affects divorced families. If someone is sort of going through the divorce right now, should they get their taxes done right away, or what?
Yeah, as long as they have a divorce order or divorce agreement by the end of 2018, they're okay. But starting in 2019, the deduction for alimony is going to go away. So that'll make it a little bit harder on those families.
Okay. What about year-end tips? What should we do? How should we prepare for these big changes?
I'd suggest prepaying property taxes. So rather than waiting for March or April for that next installment, paying it by the end of this year. Because of that limitation on local taxes that's going to go away next year, we can prepay those taxes. That'll actually save us some money.
Can you pay the entire year in advance?
I think they only allow the next installment for March or April. So we should already have those bills, and rather than waiting, I would pay that now. And kind of accelerate that and get that benefit of that deduction before the end of the year.
Good to know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, Christopher, it's always great to have you here. You're always a wealth of information. So thank you for joining us. I know we'll see you before tax day.
Yeah.
All of us are dreading
That's when everyone will really be wanting to, ask a million questions.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's going to be hard to sort all this out still for all of us. But
I think so. It's going to take some time.
I know. Well, to find out more about his firm, check out waltzermelcher.com. Thank you.